Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Today's video, I wanted to do a products that I regret buying video. Before we go ahead and jump into the video, if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Just wanted to clarify this, get this out of the way before we begin, that everyone has different opinions on products because everybody's different. If certain products worked for everybody, then there wouldn't be this like huge market of different beauty things in the world. You get what I'm saying here? So basically what works for me might absolutely work for you, and something that you find a holy grail I could find that I hate. So I will try my best to give you guys the exact reasons as to why these products did not work out for me. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just jump into this video. I'm going to start with a product that I actually don't even have on hand because I didn't like it so much, and that's the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This foundation is, first of all, $45 for a little stick of foundation. So that's just like right there why I had returned the product. But the second thing is that this is so hyped up on YouTube. If you watch videos, you know everyone has the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation and it's like, it's the best foundation in the world. I love this foundation. Wrong. I tried it thinking I was gonna have the face of 1,000 gods, that I was going to cover every secret and every pore. It didn't. So it is a stick foundation, so they tend to be a little bit kind of harder to work with. It's just, at least for me, I don't know, it's kind of a personal preference thing. But I've seen people like coating this on their face, and I've tried coating it on my face. I've tried doing a little bit on my face, and I can't blend it out for shit. But when I do blend it out, because it's a stick, so it's kind of hard to like get in there and blend it all out. And when I do blend it out, it just leaves this blanket of absolute cake. And for $45, yeah, that's going to be returned back to Sephora where it belongs. Moving along, I'm going to kind of keep it in the foundation fam. This is a second foundation. I actually do still have it because I bought this somewhat recently. And I've been testing it out over and over again to really decide whether or not I hate this foundation. And I think the conclusion is a strong yes. This is the foundation, the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. I was thinking, you know, I do somewhat like matte foundations. I have somewhat dry to like normal skin. I'd say it's rather more normal than it is super dry. So I can get away with trying out matte foundations. And just like the first time that I put this on, I had like moisturizer on and it just started balling up all over my face, and like I didn't think that it looked super bad, and then I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, it was so bad that I actually had to like run and go take everything off and start completely over again because I hated it so much. I think this foundation is like $8, so it is super affordable. And the worst thing too is that I heard that so many people love this foundation. Again, I try things because other people recommend them, and it just goes to show that some things just don't work out for everybody. And that was this one. The coverage to me wasn't full. You could still see all of my acne scarring that I had. It emphasized every pore in this area here. And it wasn't even like super mattifying. It was actually very, towards like the end of the day, it actually made my skin look kind of oily. So if you have oily skin and if you've tried this, do you like this? Because it did not really mattify for me. The other reason I hate this is that this is in the shade Bisque. And this is the lightest, if not the lightest shade. I think this might be like the second to lightest, and this oxidized so badly. If you are unfamiliar with what oxidizing is, it's when you put it on and then once it kind of dries down, it literally gets darker by sometimes 1 to 2 to 3 different shades. And that's exactly what this one did. This dried down so dark to the point where it was like, it was not cute. I could not make it work. So moving on to the next one, this is kind of like the last makeup-ish product, and some of them are like skincare and like body care that I have the rest. So this is the last makeup one, and this one is the Maybelline Total Temptations mascara. And I got this in the shade Brown Black, I believe, and I should have known already because it's like a big wand like this, and mascara is so personal. Sometimes like people love the Too Faced better than Sex mascara, and I freaking hated that mascara. I just don't like the really big wide tubes. I get it everywhere. First of all, it gets all over my face, and then second of all, this doesn't curl, this doesn't lengthen my lashes, this just makes them literally go just like straight out and like kind of. Oh, the next one, I've talked about this in my videos before, And it's not necessarily that, most of these things, like, it's not that they're bad products. So it's not like this one didn't necessarily work for me. I honestly just don't know why the hell I bought this to begin with. And this is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. And first of all, the price tag on this was, when I bought it, like a whopping like 50 something dollars. I think that they lowered the price on this though, hopefully, because that was a little much. Fresh, why are you so expensive? So Fresh you can find at Sephora, and I honestly, again, I don't know why I bought this, because it's a freaking toner, and thinking of what I could have spent $50 on other than a rose toner is beyond me. But I literally just bought this, and only this. Maybe I was just really sad laying in bed and just wanted to buy myself a rose toner from Sephora. The other thing that I hate about this, and this is actually something that I really don't strongly don't like about this, is it has this tiny little hole that it comes out of, which is great, cool, so you don't like overdo it. But nothing comes out of it. I'm squeezing it with all my might, and nothing came out of it. And that's because I think either I have a dud, I could potentially have a dud, I ruin a lot of things, but I don't think it's a dud. I think it's because inside the bottle it has like gross, like, they're kind of nasty looking, I'm not gonna lie. So I think that the roses, when you're applying it like on the cotton pad, I think that they get stuck in the little hole thing, and so I'm constantly like stabbing it with things to try to get it to come out, and it still doesn't, it just doesn't come out. So there are so many other things on the market that are way more affordable than that and work better, if not like the same. This again is skincare, and it's kind of like similar to the point where, one, this thing is very expensive, and this is the Peter Thomas Roth Rose Stem Cell Bio Repair Gel Mask. And it's not that I don't think that this is like a bad or a good product necessarily. I just don't know if it did anything, and it's very like gelatin consistency. It smells good. When you get on your lips, it tastes horrid. Don't eat it. You probably shouldn't eat it. And it's supposed to be very hydrating, very moisturizing, and I just don't really find it doing anything for my skin. I don't think that it's like not working, but it doesn't add like the moisture and the elasticity that I, for some reason, was expecting from a stem cell of a rose. I was really expecting more from you, stem cell rose, because I think this mask, I don't want to talk about how expensive I think this actually is. I think this was like $65 to at least $70. I also don't like dicking. I don't like dipping my hands into like tubs or jars like this. I just feel like when it comes to skincare, like, is that sanitary? I probably not. Just like, I don't know. So yeah, I do really like some of the other Peter Thomas Roth masks though. I've tried the pumpkin enzyme, which feels like it has like flesh-eating bacteria on my face whenever I use it, but I feel like it's like actually doing something. Like, it tingles the skin, burns the skin a little bit, almost burns, but it's like a good burn. Kind of, but sometimes I'm like, get this the hell off my face. And it smells really good, but I do think that that one does a really good job. This one, I didn't feel any extra hydration. I was very sad. Okay guys, I think that this is the last one. I'm sure I have other products lying around that I just couldn't find them, but these are ones that really did stick out to me. And this one is kind of a bummer too, because I spent a lot of money on this again, and I didn't return it. What do you know? So this bottle's pretty old, so I don't even think it's good anymore, but this is the Saint Tropez Self Tanner. This is just like the original Self Tanner. That is about $50, I want to say, give or take, depending on where you're buying it from. So yeah, it is rather pricey. This has been like everyone's kind of holy grail self tanner for a really long time, before like other brands really started coming out in the woodworks. But OG, you know, OG, that this was like the best self tanner on the market. So who knows how long I've had this one, but I just want to let you know, it's not that I don't think that this is a good self tanner. I've seen it perform on other people, but it's the undertones of the product that did not work well for me. So if you guys can see, probably not because I'm wearing like a lot of foundation on and whatnot, but I have pinkish undertones to my skin, and when you have pink undertones to your skin, if you put a self tanner on that doesn't necessarily match the undertones of your skin, then it's not really going to look like a natural tan on you. It'll just kind of look very muddy. So if you've ever tried a self tanner before and you take the shower and you get it all off and you look yellowish or greenish almost, or kind of muddy, it might not be suiting your correct undertone. And I didn't really think about that when I bought this. I just bought it because everyone's like, it's so freaking good. And I don't deny that it is. I'm sure that it is really good, but for me, it didn't work out. I need a self tanner that has a bit of like a reddish tone to it. Okay, you guys, so that does complete my products that I regret buying video. I'm looking at these and it's like a graveyard of disappointment. Personally, I love these videos. Let me know if you guys like it. Give it a thumbs up if you do. I think I'm going to do an opposite video to this of products that I've really been loving recently. So let me know if that's something that you guys want to see in the future. And yeah, that does complete this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I seriously do appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.